All right, now can you hear me? Okay. Well, this is on. Let me see about my sound. Okay, can you hear me now? Let me know when you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Remember that commercial? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, wonderful, Barbara. I'm here in gloomy, rainy Florida, but it's warmer here than it is warmer there. So, how are you, my friend? I have on a sweater over my shirt. Yeah, I forgot to hit the live. Duh. You know, working a new setup, even though it's with the same stuff, I don't know why that's hard for me. I just don't know. Oh, we're here. We're unpacked. Hello, replayers. So glad you decided to spend some time here. And all the places you could go, I'm glad you came here. Oh my, Barbara, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm so glad you can. I think everybody's going to feel little bit of winter down here. It's unbelievable. While we're waiting, I want to see where I put them. I don't know if you color. Do you color? If you color, I found these on Little Pickles Dust Crafts, and they're just, hi, Janet. So glad you stopped in. These are pictures she's drawn. And as you all know, I'll see, maybe that's a better view. These are pictures she's drawn, and I thought they would be good practice for me, whether it be tracing them onto watercolor or whether it just be working with my colored pencils. I thought they were nice and simple, and I thought they were so whimsical and cute. So if you're interested, in the description box, when YouTube will let me, I am going to put her link down so that if you're interested in coloring these pictures, or if you've got kids or grandkids that are interested. My husband so sweetly printed these off for me. And I like that they're not too Christmassy. You know how that goes. So I wanted to show that and give her a kudos and a shout out. Thank you, Little Pickles. I am so cramped in this room. It's more than a lot of people have, so I'm not complaining. But so much smaller than what I have in Florida. Now, I don't have to share it, so, that helps because I don't have to find another place for a chair. But I'm not used to the little space. But it is cozy. I thought I would show you what I got. I know. Not everybody does. But I do, but you know, when you print them off at this time of year, I'm kind of done with all the Christmas stuff. I still do my Christmas journal. Um, may do a little bit of it today. I don't know. I'm going to put it to the side though. And I'm going to show you what I got at Michael's. Now, I knew what you meant, Barbara. I went to Michael's yesterday and I was going in to look. I needed a new journal. So I got my new journal, and that's all in the other room because I didn't have room here. But I wanted things to I don't know what you call, to paint, to color, to whatever all that art is. So they had 50% off tracing paper. And I thought the tracing paper might help me put like those pictures on canvas. And this is mixed media canvas so that I can do anything with it. And I didn't have any here. So I needed some. So I did bring down my art journal. So I thought I could even, you know, do a little bit of tracing and stuff in it. But I didn't bring my watercolor paper. Actually, the watercolor paper, there wasn't any left to bring. And at 50% off, yes. To me, that was the time to get it. Of all this pile, I spent $84. I don't know if that was too much, not enough, good deal, not a good deal. But I really tried to get only things I really, really needed right now. Did not get any watercolor. I looked, they're not cheap. And so I thought I would wait for another day. I did not have a palette knife. And the name brand at Michael's, I believe, is Artist Loft. And that's the kind of palette knife. I got the cheaper one. I have a plastic, I remembered when I got home. But sometimes when you squirt acrylic paint, you get way too much. And I didn't want to waste it. However, only using it 6 months out of the year, you know, I don't know. And then Kathy Arbor had told me I only needed the 7 main brushes. I did not need. Oh, hi, Barbara. I am so glad you're here. And I am so glad you got YouTube straightened out. So I wasn't real positive what brushes, but I just looked on their thing. At first, I was going to get individual ones, but I decided just these are Royal and Langnickel, which I know Jasper says she uses. And I got these. If this one is a tiny point. Good morning, Linda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am doing good. This one is a real pointed one. And then you can see this is kind of a flat one. This is a slanted, and this is a little wider one. And these little point things came with their little house to live in. And I knew somebody said that Royal and Langnickel's what they used. So I felt good about using these, getting these, but I didn't want to, have to sell the farm to do it. So I got these brushes and we're going to try them out. And they go in this little bag. And then on the back, it gives me what they each are to do. So I'm going to try and keep this bag for help when it will tell me what I'm going to do. Hi, Lori. I was showing them my Langnickel's paintbrushes I got. If you didn't see that part. And it tells me what to do with them when you're not around. It tells me how to take care of them. And I'm going to keep them in this little pocket they came in. So that oh, great. Yeah, they're probably doing something. So anyway, those are the brushes that I got that I don't share. I don't share these kind of tools. Then I got Prisma colored pencils. Now I got the 12 colored pencil count. I got the smallest ones. They had all kinds. But these are just the very, very basic. And then I can get like a 10 of the highlighter, a 10 of all those. But I have white, yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, a teal, 2 greens, sienna brown, and a dark brown and a black. So I thought to start out, this will work. And then, is it Linda? I'm really wanting to get into this. Lori just makes it so relaxing. And so I want to see it. And then I found this coloring book. Now I've got what Pickles did, for something easy or to trace and try it, and practice paint. But this was just too cute. I had 3 in my cart trying to decide. I don't know about you guys, but as you're looking, do you put them between the cart and your purse, and you just keep sticking there, and then after you find them because you don't want to find them again? Yeah, that's what I did. But look at this intricacy. And oh, the pictures are so adorable. Look at those chickens. But this is something, it's little. Did you, Barbara? So you're a newbie too, but not as newbie as me, huh? Well, I really appreciated my that live I did like on a Friday afternoon when people were giving me advice and helping. I'm on my first cup of tea, y'all. I didn't get up till 7:30. Missed Mary completely. But anyway, I won't trace this. Huh, that's too much. But Lori, this would be fun with that film that you were showing on yours. So I may have to look for some of that. And then there's a butterfly. We're just going to go look through this because I haven't yet. There's another cat. The butterfly on a compass. That little house. See, that little house, this back part could be the craft room. Oh, look at the duck with that umbrella. Another birdhouse. Oh, what? Look at that fruit bowl. That'd make you want to eat fruit, wouldn't it? Copy. You can always make a copy too. Yeah. Um, that's a really good idea. And we have a scanner copier down here. I still can't copy from my iPad. Greg copied those other ones for me. He said he had to copy them one by one because he didn't know what one I wanted. I wanted them all. Look at that. And we don't have a colored copier, but this would work. Yeah, he says he's not going to get a colored copier just for my crap. But, when I get, wealthy and famous and make those billions and billions of dollars, I'll just buy my own copier. That bunny. The mushrooms. Mushrooms always make me think of Janet Nash. Owls make me think of Janet Burgess. The seashells. Oh my, isn't that intricate? I had a French toast bagel this morning with cream cheese. That was mighty tasty. I warmed up my water in my little new tea kettle Greg got me for Christmas. It's red with white polka dots. With the boots. Isn't that fun? Bookmarks. Color and cut out the wreath. Use thread or fishing line to hang it to the window. More bookmarks. And I'm a reader. I've been doing Audible books when I go for my walks. But I went to the thrift store yesterday and I got some murder mysteries. That's what I like. And I'm trying, instead of taking the iPad to bed with me and listening to YouTube people, reading before I go to bed. Color and cut out, insert the stand into the slot on the base of the snow globe to make a decoration that stands up. Try adding glitter to increase the snow globe effect. Well, I would use embossing powder. Speaking of which, I can't find it. Can't find embossing powder. I have this great big embossing pad, and I got a big one so I could do big objects, and no embossing powder. So I'm keeping my eye out for that because, as soon as I buy some more, I'll find it. These are little wrappers for a party. Oh, these would be fun for Happy Mail or something. You guys must be cleaning and crafting at the same time I'm talking. I'm happy to keep you company. This says love. I don't know how well you'll be able to see the pictures. I'm going to kind of let YouTube catch up. The lag is awful. Let me move this over. Write your favorite inspirational quote inside the mandala. Cut it out and mount it on a pretty scrapbook paper for framing. You are loved. Life is good. Thanks, Barbara. I thought it would be. Cut out the mini cards and fold on the dotted line. And this is a Jan Madej. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This is her coloring book. So, it's her 5th book for Northlight. And she's got a website, janemadej.com. And she used to work for Hallmark. And just in case you're wondering, she has doodle days, super cute animals, and color super cute animals. These remind me of what Lori does. So that is my Michaels haul. All $84 of it. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I was just showing them my Michaels haul. Now, when we got here, I had Happy Mail and I had my very first Keisha haul. Let me get these out of the way. And it had been here since August. That was fun to open. I had just a little of the stuff I wasn't going to try and open it here. I figured probably you guys didn't really much care. But I did get a little Angie bowl. I got some Angie before I learned to make them. I got some Angie. Yeah. Yo-yos. That's what they're called. And I got, Lori, I think these might have been from you. These little flowers. I got 2 or 3 little bags because I just loved the colors. Hi, Chris. Welcome. I know those dying house. Oh, Barbara, what are mushrooms? Mushrooms, and you other U.S. people, are kind of a fungus plant that grow in our timber. Some you can eat. In April, the edible, I can't think of the kind they are. Is it meringue mushrooms? No. Morella mushrooms, something like that. You can eat. And they're quite the delicacy, but you have to be able to find them. And it's a big thing in Northeast Missouri and Illinois, Iowa, that area. I don't know other parts of the United States, so that's why I'm not including them in the spring to go out hunting for them. Okay, Paint Girly. Now, Paint Girly, were the bigger ones from you too? Because I thought they were awfully cute. But I find the ones that were like in that coloring book just really cute. Okay, thank you, Lori. I needed to know that. I wanted to keep them in the little bag till I found out for sure. Now I know. And I'll keep it in my little flower container. But I just think they're really cute and kind of whimsical. That's and easy to draw. And for me, Barbara, that's very important. So I had the Keisha um, deal. I had gotten a quilt for my girlfriend down here for Christmas at her sale. And so that was the main thing that was in the box. And then a few of these little things that as I use them, I'll try and tell you, what it is. And then I had some happy mail, and I had happy mail from Candy. And she sent me some darling little Christmas things that are going to go on in my Christmas journal. Isn't this a cute little clothespin? And that's what she put the ephemera stuff together. I thought that was such a cute little idea. And this says, may this be a season of warm and happy memories, and may your new year be filled with contentment and peace. And then there's a little Santa and a pretty little wreath ornament. And then there's this little, I'll have to put this in a pocket because there's a Christmas tree on one side and Santa on the other. But I thought he was a real cute idea. Then I'll have that for a border. And then inside the box, dun, 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 dun. These old Christmas bells. I love them. A few years ago, we took the kids at Christmas. As you know, we're big on their experience. And we went to New Orleans. That's just 3 hours away. And did the Polar Express. And they pass out big bells. Well, these are the old Christmas bells we remember. So these are going to go, I'll use some for my Christmas journal here, but these are mainly going to go up north with all my other Christmas things. I'm trying to gradually, I don't have my Christmas tree up there, or the ornaments. And I'm gradually trying to get things up there. But, it's hard to move one house from another. Hi, Carol. Oh, Barbara, I'm sorry. Sylvia, don't you love those old bells? Candy was so generous to share those. Look at these little bitty ones. These are what I remember, Christmas bells being. And she got them someplace because she offered to share them on something. And I said, oh, I would love some. Well, I was thinking maybe that little bag like Lori's Flowers came in. Oh, no, she sends me a box. Yes, it was, Barbara. And the plane ride was just like it. You were to wear, the kids wore their pajamas. And we were there the day after Christmas. So they still had all the Christmassy feel. And you got on, they read the story. And as they read the story, like when it got to the cookies and hot chocolate, they passed out cookies and hot chocolate. And you swore the train was moving. They said it did. My husband didn't think it did. But it was just, it brought you back to your childhood. Oh, Carol. The Grands would love that till they got to school and the teachers probably made them undo them. This is from Thread and Glue, Stephanie. I've not opened it. Lovely paper. This will go in my Christmas journal too. Oh, what a card. Is that? Oh, and love that house. I love big old houses. But I don't know what that's called. It's steeple on a church. I don't know what it's called on somebody's house. The sleigh, I have that. Well, my best friend Danny now has it. We have the one my grandfather r- rode in as a little boy. And I always had it on my front porch. And then as we were leaving to come down here, Danny took it for me, and she brings it out each Christmas. I agree, Barbara. I'm in my childhood too. A turret. Okay, Sylvia, you too. See, we'll just all stay kids. With warmest wishes for a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. Hugs and kisses, Stephanie. But I love that. That just brings back so many memories. I had to interview my great grandmother in high school, and she told stories, and I lied to her. I said, now I won't tape this until you're ready for me to. I went ahead and turned on the tape. So she told me all the nitty gritty, and she'd say, now don't put that in your report. Well, it was on tape. Thing is, it was on a cassette player because, way back then, still had the cassette, but I'm not, I think it's in my son's safe. My mother-in-law had it until in her safe. And then when she passed, my son, um, I've already lost my Christmas journal. I just laid it here. It didn't go far. Here it is. Um, but she told about riding in the these are my patterns. I didn't want to get messed up. Hi, Kennedy. I'm so glad you're here too, and I'm glad you're happy to be here. A turret is a small tower on a medieval castle. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara Every. These are my towel patterns, so I need to put them over there by my sewing machine. I know this is the 20th. It's my younger sister's wedding anniversary. But, travel days, Barbara, that was such a good idea you said about picking up the ephemera and stuff on the way down. Do you think I remembered to do that? Heck no. So the 18th, the 19th is when I went to Michael's. And that's when and the 18th it was a travel day. 17th was a travel day. So we'll put in some of these. Well, I want to get the 15th. What day was Thursday? 15th was Jackson's Christmas program. And I don't need the band. I want where his name is. Okay, there isn't one for him to show. But I'm just going to tape. I'm going to glue this down. Well, what's the back? Oh, that's the thank yous to everybody. We don't care about that. So I'm going to just glue this down. Where's my glue? See, when you go from one spot to another, everything is an adventure when you come home. I think I took it up. Oh, Barbara, yes, it was Thursday. Last Thursday was the 15th. Thank you, Carol. That's when his concert was. So thank you. He got into that. He was so cute. Just rolling his hands with the motions of the song, Front Row Center. And the band, you know, they're fifth graders. It's their first year, fifth and sixth graders. So it's like their first or second year. So every once in a while, you hear the little squeaks. And I'll go back and say, you know, what Jackson was doing. And then on this page, we got a Christmas card from friends that same day. Show off. Yeah, Carol said to show off. These are the best friends of Nikki and Andy. And gave us a gift card out to eat. I thought that was really sweet. And then we get to, this is color, is it called Color Block or something like that? I think you were right. You were right, Carol. Put that down today that you were right, just in case it doesn't happen again today, because it won't with me. But I washed a quilt with red in it, and I always use one of these when I wash something like that with red. And look, doesn't that make the neatest little page? And so now we're here at the 16th, which would have been Friday. And I don't know that we did anything in particular on Friday, but loaded up the car and all that good stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of this, maybe just the Merry Christmas. I have to write down when I'm right. It doesn't happen very often. I'm looking forward to tonight. A couple that we're real close to, she was my principal. They're the ones that have the catamaran, and we do all that boating and all that kind of stuff with them. But they're also just really close friends. When I was sick, Greg would call Terry to babysit me when he had to leave the house. And she was the one that, when they called the family, went and came into the house, which it was unlocked. And we keep the back door unlocked because somebody may need to get warm when we're here, but we're not at home. And they have a key to the house, I think. But anyway, she came in and checked the pantry. She checked Greg's laundry, you know, those kind of friends that you have. And then she went to the store and stocked up on muffins and lunch meat, things that the kids, Andy and Nikki and Greg, could grab back and forth from the hospital. And then they picked Andy and Nikki up. You know, they took them to the airport, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go out to eat with them tonight. So there's my Merry Christmas paper, and then I'll write what we did there. And then these are my travel days. And I think that's when this arrived. Oh, look at this little stamp. That needs to be on here. So I'm going to put this little stamp. My post office doesn't do that. Happy holidays with a cute little elf. That's going to go right there. And right here. Though I do have to say, our post office up home. This is a little town, y'all. I don't know if I've already told this story. If so, I'm sorry. Forgot one of my packages to charge me for. And so the postmaster thought she knew I was related to Nikki. So she texts Nikki, who used to keep her, I don't want that there, baby before Nikki closed the daycare, and text her to let her know and to get my phone number. Oh, you are so right, Barbara. Hi, Carol. Welcome. And so she calls Nikki to tell her and to get my phone number. She then texted me, said, no hurry. The lady paid for it to be mailed. And whenever I was in town, stop by and I could pay her back. Now, you know what? The post office in Milton, they're crabby because you walked in. I just thought that was so stinking sweet of them. All right. So now, today's the 20th. So I'm going to put, and I don't do all the back on every page because it's hard to glue. I want that in a pocket. So maybe I'll make this. Well, let me just move over. Hi, Gail. Welcome, welcome. Has the temperature really dropped now? I know you said I left at the best time. Oh, this is to Kathy from Candy. I want that on there. What could I use? I don't have any Christmas. That looks like Christmas. I don't have much here in my craft room. I tried to take it all up north. I live so close to stores here. You know, up there it was an hour to a Walmart. Here it's 10 minutes. So things that I know I'm going to want, I tend to take up there because it's harder to get there. Greg's getting ready to do his shopping day. He's looking for a fireplace grate. And he's looking, this I can just put down. Doesn't have anything on. And he's going to go to Rotary and some things like that. Think I'm going to use this little clip and put it right there. There we go. I love this little Santa. Why don't we do this? And then I can fold it, or here, and fold it open. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. This past 2 weeks, I've missed so many people's lives. I feel bad. But I was just trying to get packed, and the grandkids had all their goodie stuff, and we had our Christmas with them, and I was feeling good. So I was trying to spend time with people, you know, those people that live and breathe in our life and hug us and say, I miss you. that you're not going to see for a while. Yeah, those were the people I was trying to spend some time with. And I knew I could catch up on lives later. But then more lives come. It is, Barbara. It is. My husband's been very active in it. They do a lot of great things. Okay, that's going to be too long and it's going to stick to other things. So there. So anyway, he's going to go and see those people. Going to run to Pensacola. We wanted a fire last night and couldn't have one because the grate had worn out the last time we were home. And he had thrown it away and forgot he had done that. So I'm going to put this here on the 19th, this little bow she had. Look at that pretty little bow. Now I'm going to see, I wonder if those bells would fit on here. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, Carol, you need to go to Canadian Artisans channel. You would, there's nothing Carol can't do. Nothing Carol can't make. Nothing. She can't draw, embroider. Nothing. Nothing. She can do it all. Okay, Barbara, we'll be here. We'll miss you while you're gone, but we'll be here. Need some glue. Hi, Chris. Okay, we'll be here, Chris. Hi, Jasper. I can't believe I missed Chris coming in. Well, it's all true, Carol. Every word of it. You're one of my big inspirations, Jasper. I got new paint brushes. You'll have to go back and watch the beginning unless I use them today. I got the same kind you have. Royal Lang something. I was in Michael's forever looking at paintbrushes and stuff. It's easy for me to get overwhelmed. That's just too small. We're going to use the bigger ones for this. I didn't buy new watercolors, but Margaret, wonderful Margaret that sends me all of the stuff, she sent me these that work like gelatos. Langnickel, yes, Gail, thank you. Oh, good, Carol. This is what I got. I just got the 5-piece. I thought that would be enough for beginner. And on the back, it tells me what to use them for. So I thought that would be helpful too. But these I can use like gelato and distressed crayons. So I thought until I decided what watercolors to get, I would use these and then use them with water. Okay, the paintbrushes are, Carol. So I thought I'd just use these. These are King Art. But I thought they would work. So Anyhow, that's what I got. Okay, I've got 3 bells on here. That Candy sent me. Okay, Jasper, we might do that later this week. Today I have to dust and why do we have to adult? Really? I probably should start a load of laundry. Okay, let's get some fibers and make this prettier. Here's some gold. Here's some red. We're going to be kind of traditional here. I'm on tea right now, Jasper. You go get your coffee, though. Like I said, I'm still finding where I put stuff. We're going to tie this in a knot so that it all doesn't come off. Oh, did you, Gail? Thank you, Barbara. These need to go through, but I don't think these are going to go through the bales. They might. If I can get them through at least one of them, they'll look attached. Okay, let's just do this the way I'm supposed to do it, Kathy. We can have 2 of those. I've got lots and lots of ribbon. I just haven't found it all yet. There we go. And now I'm going to use this. And I'm not making this the right way. To me, this is the hardest part right now. Wrapping this all up. But I need to find my house. It was very clean when we got here. We had left a clean house. We did not leave a clean refrigerator. Therefore, when I got home with the groceries and forgot that usually we leave a clean one, I had to clean the refrigerator out because I was not filling a dirty refrigerator when it was empty for refill. So I cleaned that out and then put the groceries in it. It didn't take that long being empty and stuff, but still. Was not what I wanted to do after fighting the Christmas crowd at Walmart that soon before Christmas. Since this is the middle, I'm thinking of putting this in the middle. What do you think? Well, I think I'll put it on the outside, but I'm going to wait for that Fabri-Tac to dry. Well, my husband up north had got somebody to come and clean daily once a month. The last week we were there. Down here is so much easier to keep clean. It doesn't have all the old, I don't know, pros and cons of the house. But I'd really like this house up north, but we're not going to move it 1,000 miles away. So that's my Christmas journal. Like I said, I don't go real fancy as far as decorating it because it's a day-to-day Christmas journal. You know, I'll write in it what happened and those kind of things. I decorate it before I start, and then I'll add a little bit here and there, like the wrapping paper. But it's basically a memory thing. I don't put the cards from friends and stuff in it. Why? I just don't. And the 22nd, this is when we'll leave Gatlinburg. So I'll do the 20th, 21st, and 20. I have two 21st. And I'll write in those a little bit, but this will be more about dinner, my live and dinner with our friends tonight and stuff. So that's that. Now, my coloring book. A coloring and creativity book. I guess that means I get to be creative with it. I guess that's what they're saying. I'm just mainly going to color, and if you would like to sit to color with me, I would love that. If you'd like to do something else, I would love that too. I just hope you stick around. Oh, Barbara, you are a genius. So you probably have a pretty good hourly rate. Linda, that's funny. It's all going in the trash. Yeah, Carol, that's about as often as I come. Now, we have one year Greg bought Nikki and I the RoboVax. So we do have that. Carol, that's all I want a cleaning lady for. To scrub the kitchen floor, to clean my bathrooms. I can do the rest of it. I hate those two jobs. Oh, Gail, how disappointing. Oh, now I do have the advantage. Greg doesn't mind doing the shower. But they're the worst, Gail. I don't mind dusting. But I hate cleaning the bathrooms and scrubbing the kitchen floor. And my mother-in-law always let them walk through the house in boots. There you go, Barbara. Smart. Well, and you know, it comes to that, Barbara. Yeah, I'm with you there, Gail. And our bathtub is separate from the shower down here. It gets like a bucket of water to kind of get dusted because we're shower people, not tub people. Now, I don't know how you all color, but I tend to always do the first page. Not always, because I've just started this, but I'm going to do the first page. Yeah, Linda, I hear you. You got long dark hair. Oh, we're going to have to go back to Michael's. I just noticed there's no pink. Yeah. You know, there's a reason why those rich people have a his and her bathroom. I don't care how cute you are or how famous you are. If you're a man, it is what it is. Okay, I think I'm pushing too hard on these. You bought, feel free to buy. Boy, these are soft. These are so much better than Crayola. There you go. Barbara, you've got it figured out. How long you been married? I hear ya. I need to start doing that. Between fabric and art supplies and good tools. Greg did ask me how I was going to sew down here since I didn't bring the good sewing machine. I said, the other one sews just fine. He goes, so why did we need the good one? A very, very long time. Well, I needed the good one because it has more stitches than my old 83 has. Yeah, she was on there. Wasn't that cool, Gail? I was so impressed. I could say, I know her. She's my friend. You take care, Sylvia, and don't you do housework. You go do something fun. I'm so glad you were here, Sylvia. Have a lovely Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Lori, I hope I'm doing this right. I'm having fun. That's the important part. At least that's what y'all keep telling me. I'm making up my own flowers. So if you think my flowers are looking strange, it's a new variety. I know now that I've got that earworm going through my head. Nothing like bringing it on yourself. I do have to find this room. I kind of came in and dropped stuff, and I need to kind of organize it a little bit. I might find my embossing powder. Hugs to you, Sylvia. Take care. Oh, that would be nice, Barbara. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm glad, Barbara, your unicorn likes it. Are you riding it now or is it resting? One thing about only having 12 colors, I don't have to write down what ones I used. I would never have thought of that if Lori hadn't said it. Last night, did Gail leave to go get groceries? This is going to take me a long time to color, I believe. Oh, that's nice, Gail. Yeah, so you can stay home. Yes, after using those Crayola ones. And I think I still have a box of Crayola ones. Still taking out papers. What are you taking papers out for, Carol? Let's do green. I need to get fabrics out and get to planning what I'm going to sew. I'll have DAR the second Saturday of the month. So I want to have some things to take with me there. Oh, out of the back of the hexagon quilt. Why are you talking about a wash first? Now that I started, is it too late to do a wash? I'm lost on a wash of watercolor or acrylic. Boy, that just keeps blurring. I hope that's YouTube and not me. Okay, never too late. So what is it? So does that mean you just take watercolor and go over the whole thing? Oh, good, Chris. That's always a job that I like getting done too. Okay, so it's just well, I might as well try it. We can all learn together. Let me get I have this I'll use. Does it matter? Thank you, Janice. When did you slide in? So I can do different colors. Okay. So would the acrylic be better than using these? Because I have lots of acrylic too. Oh, Janice, no heat. Bless your heart. And I don't care where you are right now, you need some heat. Goodness. Okay, well, we're going to do I have I'm going to try acrylic. And then I'm going to find my brushes. Use a warm color wash like this. You guys are using art terms that I don't know. Okay, so I want this brush to do my wash. Oh, green and yellow. Okay. I have yellow. I have green. Oh, okay. Just add the yellow to the blue. And then do this on the green. Oh my, Chris. Yes. So you're putting them out on a line. Okay, on scrap paper. I have scrap paper. We're going to use my art journal for scrap paper. Okay. And lots of water. I've got water. Of course, I got to find it. You know, that's where I am right now. I have a squirt bottle of water, I think. No, I'm going to just go get some in my jar. I'll be right back. You talk among yourselves. Okay, Lori. I want it watery, see-through. More water, I can tell. More like that. Gotcha, Gail. Thank you. See? And so I put this over my leaf. Correct? So it looks like that. See, come to my channel and you will learn so much. Thank you, Gail. Well, this is fun. So now I need to do all my leaves with this. Oh, you cover the entire page with the same color paint girly? Well, I would. I didn't know I was. I'm still trying to figure out what y'all are saying. Okay, I'll do that. And I'm doing it lightly. I'm assuming that's what I should do. Yikes, that's too much. That's too much. I'm going to do more blue. Still too thick. You guys can always think, oh, let's go on Kathy's live and see what we're going to teach her today. I don't know about this wash stuff. This is a knack in itself. I'll have to watch Dee Dee. It's not going through. That's a good thing. Okay, Janet. Will you go to work? You have a lovely day. And a good holiday week. Merry Christmas. Okay, did I totally ruin my picture? Okay, Gail, at least this didn't go through. And I don't think it said, it just said a coloring creativity book. So I don't think it's made for it, but I don't think I ruined the paper or the book. Okay. So do you, like Lori, you don't always do a wash first, correct? Because like that bunny page didn't look like it had anything on the background. Or do you do it with white? Yes, Barbara, they taught me how to do a wash. Okay. Let it dry first. Okay, well, let me get my heat dryer. Cover your ears. I plugged this in last night, so it'd be good and ready. Yes, Jasper. But you guys did a good job. I think because all of you were saying the same thing. My husband, our ice maker froze up while we were gone, and because we had the water shut off. And he goes, I'm going to have to get my heat gun out. And I thought, you have a heat gun? I didn't know that. Hmm. Oh, wow. This does make a difference. You all are so smart. Not that I ever doubted that. That's what I love about this art community. It's not a competition, it's a community. We want everybody to be better. I need to watch more of Dee Dee and Kathy Arbor. I subscribe to Bonnie that Lori mentioned last night. I love Definitely Creative. She does simple things, which I need. And I will watch and see if I can find some doing a wash. I'll just Google, I'll just put that in my search. Makes you wonder what that does, doesn't it? That wash does make it brighter. Emerson will think I lost my mind the first time she sees me do this. Excuse me. It's an exclusive club, yes, that only we understand. Greg took the car with him. So I had the truck, and I don't like driving the truck. Or I would go back to Michael's today and see if I could find one of those erasers you were talking about, Lori. The electric ones. Oh, Gail. Bless his little heart. And I'm sure you can reschedule. Poor thing. Yes, Barbara, you really do. Oh, it gives more tooth for your pencils. Okay. Oh, you guys have embraced me. It's been a wonderful experience. Lovely experience. You guys have taken me in and you've taught me the craft. Well, not taught. Yes, Gail. Jackson, who's 10, when we were over there, his gift didn't come in. I felt so bad, but I told him when we unwrap, I'll tell him what the gift was. And he understood that. But I still hated it. They're still babies. And Christmas is the one holiday they really do enjoy. Jackson still firmly believes in Santa Claus. I mean, there's no doubt in his mind. Emerson accidentally touched the elf, and he cried and cried and cried because that elf was losing its magic. Well, she didn't even know she had touched it until he told her. It was a complete accident. Hi, Pam. Oh, you're not late. Have you been out shopping, girl? Okay, I've already lost one. There it is. Emerson keeps telling me, Nana, put it back where you got it. Oh, you were sleeping. Good for you. Oh, Barbara. I do need a pencil sharpener for colored pencils. We've just got one of those little handhelds here. Like you put in your school box. It's all we've needed. And I'm sure that will work. So I went to Aldi's and Walmart yesterday. Aldi's wasn't bad at all. But Walmart was crazy. And the nicest guy was parked by me. And a lady asked as she passed us, she said, "Is it as crazy as I'm afraid it's going to be?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, she went on, I said, "But we're the lucky ones. We're leaving." He said, "You got that right." Oh, really, Janice? Bye, Carol. Thank you so much for your help and stopping in. I so appreciate you. Have a lovely holiday season. Merry Christmas. I won't be on next Tuesday. I will be in the Smoky Mountains or traveling home. I don't know what time we're leaving to come back. But I do hope to film some while I'm there so you guys can enjoy the Smoky Mountains and the lights and some of those things too. But I won't do a lot because I want to enjoy the moment. I've been to the Rocky Mountains and I've been to the Smoky Mountains. I've not been to Gatlinburg, but I have been to the Smoky Mountains as a kid, I think. Thank you, Gail. Well, you have a lovely trip picking up your groceries. See, because you guys told me to wash my page, look what I've got. Bright colors. Hi, Janet. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm more looking forward to the mountains and the cabin and that kind of stuff. I'm not really into the tourist part. Because I don't have pink, I guess I could get the Crayola ones. They probably have pink. But I don't know that I want to. See, I need to erase. But I can't. So, we'll just do what we can here. Yes, Janet, they taught me how to do this today. Oh, I can use a regular eraser? Oh, I've got one of those. I was worried about having the wash under it. It got better. What did Janice share? I'm afraid. Oh, about in Africa if you're late. Yes. That was a good share. Janice is so full of knowledge. I'll go to BMOS, sometimes trivia Sunday afternoon. Boy, Janice is just a throwing out the information. Okay, I'll try that right now. So what I'm hearing you say is if I want a lighter color, then I have try the light first and then the dark instead of the dark and then the light. I love reading, but I want murder mysteries. I always say if somebody doesn't die in the book, I'm probably not going to read it. It can have a romance in it. It can be a cozy mystery, where you have it figured out in no time at all. But somebody needs to die. So I can figure out who did it. I'm trying to get off of YouTube more. There for a while, I was kind of addicted. When you're granddaughter and grandson see you reading and say, I didn't know you read, or I just thought you read to us, that's not a good sign. And YouTube was easy as I was healing. I didn't have to think. I'm having to kind of practice with the pressure and my pencils. Janet, I got this at Angie Brown made it. I got this at Keisha's sale. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Oh, good, Pam. What were you working on? I saw you got your jacket done, your denim jacket done, but I haven't watched it yet. I did watch your scarf making. I like making scarves. That's true, Barbara. We do use that. You're overreading in underwear. I love a good book. No, I'm working on it, Janet. We got in Sunday about 2 and unloaded the vehicle. We unpacked. I have laundry to do today, but that's about all we got done Sunday. And then yesterday I watched your live. I sat and watched the whole thing because I finally could, Janet. And then I took a shower and got ready and stuff. And I went to the thrift store, Michael's, where I got my goodies at, Aldi's, and Walmart. And I came home and was exhausted. I wasn't that tired when I woke up, but man, by the time I got home, it hit me. And I was gone most of the day. I doing all that. Of course, it took me a while finding the right paintbrushes and looking at watercolors and, that important stuff. And then I fixed us a salad and chicken strips, and I don't even remember what else. And I was done. Hi, Miriam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You just keep doing those chores, Chris, because then you're going to come over to my house. And I'm going to let you do them here. All you got to do is the bathroom and the kitchen floor. And I know that kitchen floor is filthy from us tracking in everything. But Greg had the house clean when we left. Because that's when I was still in full recovery mode. And I wasn't able to do all that. I could turn the RoboVac on. So I vacuumed. Oh, good question, Carol. I know, isn't it nice to have Barbara Every back? I'm just glad to see all of you and not feel like at any minute somebody's going to walk in. Life is just different when we're down here. It's a calmer, slower pace, quieter life. I mean, I love it up there. And if I had to choose, I would stay up there because I do like being close to the grands. But I told Greg this morning I wish we could move this house up there. But we can't. Yes, Janet, the climate would be nice to move to. You take care, Linda, and you take care of you. You get to feeling better, and you have a Merry Christmas, Linda. Thanks for coming in. Oh, good, Pam. I'm so glad she liked it. Oh, I would marry him if I could. But my son would be glad. He's excited that the storms are coming. He said everybody's freaking out, and he's going, we live in Missouri. Of course it's going to storm. Oh, wouldn't you though, Carol? That would have been so special. I can't wait to watch it. Back and freshly showered. I am so glad. Janet, we were starting to smell ya. I've got to get my sewing machine out of the case, that not the case, the cabinet. It's in one of those cabinets that it came in. So I'm going to have to get it all out and get it a going. I'm ready to sew. I haven't sewn for quite a while. You too. You have a lovely day, Carol. Merry Christmas to you. And the happy holidays. Be safe out there. There's a bunch of crazies. Bunch of crazies. Minus 21. How is that even possible? We went down to 4 last week. We just couldn't believe it. Oh my, Janet, that is cold. Oh, that's what Barbara's got? Oh, Barbara, I cannot imagine. Oh. Well, when we got home Sunday, it was 57, and I had the doors open airing out the house. Yeah, Gail. Missouri too is supposed to be cold. But it's like Andy said, the weather people are never right, so maybe it won't. Yeah, and people are complaining here that it's supposed to get to 20. I don't think it will. But at 50, they're all bundled up. Now, it was raining, and I'm going to check that. I've got to get back to my walking. And with my fibromyalgia, the first few days, I don't walk the entire 2 miles. I'll be happy if the weather will let me walk 1 mile. The weather is so crazy. Doesn't the sun make a huge difference? Thank you, Jasper. You know, a sunny day never feels as cold, even if it is. Just warms you up and your bones don't freeze. And we don't have the wind down here like we do in Missouri. That wind goes right through your bones. Now, Barbara, in Canada, do you get all the wind too? I'm assuming with your wind chill being so much different, you do. But I think that wind is what makes it so miserable. Oh, Chris, it would be for you if you don't have heat. I can't imagine not having heat. Do you have fireplaces? Okay, you're in the prairie. I hear that, Jasper. I grew up in Illinois. Oh, Miriam, that's fine because we don't. Okay, I'm going to go back to my green leaves. I agree with you, Lori. I like doing leaves. Oh, it's usually up to 77. Yeah, I don't blame you, Jasper. Well, Gail, you have to because you don't know if you're going to make it back to the store. That's when, everybody was saying stocking up for a hurricane. Well, that's like stocking up for a blizzard, especially when, like, where we lived and you lived in a rural area, but we stayed stocked up. And so Andy and Nikki, they stay stocked up all the time. I get a little lax down here because the stores are so close. But we're still, I mean, I didn't have to go to the store till yesterday. So we were able to get along, 24 hours without needing the grocery store. Isn't it, Janet? It's so fun to hear about all these um, different climates. And it sure puts things in perspective when you think you're cold or you think you're hot. I bet you do. I'd be stocking up on blankets too. I guess it's okay that I have different colored leaves. If it's not, oh well. I'm really trying to not be able to see white under in like in the leaves. Coloring with good colored pencils is so different than Emerson's crayons or markers. She likes coloring with markers. We were in the Copic, well, when I was getting colored pencils, the Copics were there at Michael's, and little girl wanted to know why they were locked up. So her mom was explaining because those are the really, really good ones. I really haven't seen too many using markers. Oh, Gail, I hope you do. Oh, paint girly, I hear you. Last year was when Greg had his ankle broken, and so they brought Christmas up to us. And the year before was when we were going to go to Gatlinburg, and they sold the cabin, and then the day before, Greg was diagnosed with COVID, and my bronchitis I already had went into pneumonia. So we didn't celebrate Christmas. We wouldn't have known if that when Christmas was that day. I love watching Lindsay, but I seem to only catch her on her when she's her Saturday night chats. But I can already see I need more than 12 colors. And I need watercolors. Those are my next two purchases. Yes, Gail, I've watched her for a long time. I just haven't gone back to watch her. And I saw where last night or yesterday you mentioned not to buy anything until you had seen her well, when she tells you her opinion. Oh, Lori, COVID, that's not something you want to visit. Reviews, yes, thank you, Gail. Lindsay's just awesome in my book. I loved it when she redid her craft room. I don't think I missed one of those. And her talking about the different stuff she has. Wouldn't her craft room be one that'd be fun to play in? Right there beside her so she could boss me. Though I don't know that she would do any better than you lovely ladies would. You go, Miriam, you go. Oh, I've not heard that, Barbara. Yes, do tell. Oh my goodness. Oh, and at Christmas time they know better. How would they like it if their mail arrived that way? I'm sorry, that's awful. No wonder, Lori, your pictures take forever to do. It is fun, and I keep stopping to look at it. It's not the best in the world, but it's the best I've ever done. And I'm having fun chatting with friends. I don't blame you, Gail. Bye bye, Barbara. You have a lovely Christmas. Happy holidays. And you be careful out there in that cold. Yes, Janet Nash, would you mind posting Paint Girlie's channel? You can post anybody's. I don't care, but Jasper has asked for Paint Girlie's. Lori's is one of those I never miss. Her and Janet. Pam's I always get in. Jasper, I always try and watch yours, and Miriam's too. Chris, you've been doing some lovely stuff on your channel. Carol, I don't get up early enough to see your lives. I've got to catch them later. But that's okay. I put them on while I'm doing other stuff. I'm afraid I'll miss something at Lori and Janet's. And I don't ever put them on TV. I like to be able to chat. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm coloring, as you can see, with my new coloring book and my new crayons. Super Cute World. It's very whimsical by Jane Madej. Oh, really, Miriam? Huh. Hi, Guru. Thank you for sharing my channel out. Guru is one of those that shares your channel out. He's really been sharing mine out, and I appreciate that, Guru. That's a good idea, Miriam. Put it in the calendar, because the mornings I know, because I watch them while I'm drinking my coffee and tea and that kind of stuff. But the afternoons are the ones I miss a lot. Here, let me share. I'll share Paint Girly. There you go, Jasper. That's right. Sharon got a new little puppy. Gonna use some orange. What, Miriam? Frustrating to see me live? Oh, 8 hours ago. I get ya. Yeah, that makes it hard. All these time zones. Yeah, because you're a day ahead of us, aren't you? Oh, yes, Janet. They're into party mode at school. So Nana's not missed yet. We didn't make a big deal, though, about leaving since we're going to see him Friday. Now, Friday may be different. Usually, our last day, Emerson won't talk or have anything to do with Greg because he's taken her Nana. But she's also getting older, and she can FaceTime us anytime she wants. She's got one of their old phones that she can FaceTime us on. She really likes it when Andy does the FaceTiming on an iPad because she can see better. But and Jackson, he'll text us now and then. So that helps, but I don't think any of them are looking forward to their 12-hour drive to the mountains, but oh, thanks, Jasper. Oh, Miriam, it doesn't bother me. Be honest with me. Thank you, Jasper. She is precious. She was so cute at Jackson's program. She took her toys. And I said, it's a good thing you brought so many toys because she had a little friend sitting there playing with them too. And they were just so busy. They weren't a bit concerned about it not starting yet. And Nikki's good at thinking of that kind of stuff. Because Emerson is not good about, she'd have had to go to the bathroom 14 times. She'd have had to go see this friend or that friend. Well, with her little doll and her doll diaper bag, that two of them just sat there and played, just as good as gold. Now she used her other papa's shoulder as a shelf and was laying clothes on top of him because he's sitting right in front of him, and that worked. And I had toys at my feet, but we can live with all that. Hi, Dana. I'm so glad you came. My grandkids are just 6 and 10, fourth grade and second grade. My son is a private land conservationist. And what he does is he works for the Missouri State Conservation Department, which is a federal program. But if a farmer wants to work with conserving land, if he wants better hunting, if he wants to put out food plots or do controlled burns, Andy goes and tells him what he can do, legalities, things he has to do if he's a part of the conservation programs and those kind of things. He mainly works out of his home and truck. My daughter-in-law works for the Division of Family Services. So she's the one that calls, the parent custodial. She didn't call the custodial parent. She calls the other parent or deals with them and child support. Just won an award there that only 10 people in the state won. So that was awesome for her. And okay, Lori, thank you so much for your help. And you have a Merry Christmas. So that's what she does. I could have yellow flowers. I could have purple flowers. Don't know if the yellow ones are going to show up like I want them to. We'll see. I may need to do these yellow over here out of the wash. Oh, they're showing up. That's because I did a paint wash. The award was just basically for doing a good job. I don't know what it was called or anything like that. It just kind of was a kudos. And she won $1,500. And the $1,500 had to be used in some way professionally. So, another girl, I'm not sure if it was in the office or if it was I think it was there in the office, also won it, which was great out of 10 people in the state. And so the two of them are going to go to a conference in Jeff City. And where our capital is, but that's also pretty centrally located. And then they are also working at trying to get to some parole officers and talk to them about when the non-custodial parent, gets out of jail, what is expected of them with child support and their children and visitation rights, because a lot of inmates have children, of course, but when they get out, they think they can just come right in and see them, and they don't understand that there's a process. So they're wanting to talk and educate parole officers or prison people on that criteria, information, whatever they call it. I thought, well, that was interesting. But when they're the ones talking to a lot of the inmates, and when they talk to people from all over the state, not just in our area. And our federal prison is in that area. Thank you, Barbara. I'm really liking it. That wash, I just can't believe what the wash does. And then good colored pencils. I am, Janet. She's only been there a year. And she said you got to treat adults a lot of times like you would her daycare kids. I had to look that up, Gail. Barbara uses that a lot, and I didn't know what it meant either, Miriam. I had to look it up. So the kids are doing quite well. It's always fun when you see, what your adult children become like. And I think, though, my battery is going to go, and I've got about 38% left. So I'll probably work on this some more sometime today after I am really curious about my embossing powder. Does anybody know if it's cheaper at Hobby Lobby or Michael's? In case I need to get more. Hobby Lobby's a little further away. Michael's is right here in town. I'm glad you caught me too, Janet. I'm glad you were here. I appreciate it. But those colors, and who thought that they needed to paint on top to get those colored pencils to pop out? Didn't it ever make you wonder what artists thought of that first? Yeah, Dana, that is the good part about Michael's, is the coupons. Oh, really, Miriam? That's interesting. Well, I think I'm going to let you all go. I appreciate you all coming. I hope you all have a safe holiday season. Oh, Janet, you're all walked and all of that. It's supposed to rain here, so if I'm going to walk, I'm going to probably have to do it pretty quick. But as always, love you all. Take care. Enjoy your day. And remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now. And Merry, Merry Christmas.